Hey, Gavax here. Today we got the Market Monday. It's been a little bit of a crazy day for the market, so we got a lot to go over. We're going to talk about, presents, the new gifts or the Ghost of Madden present, what's coming later this week or what we're speculating on, and then we'll talk about the market, where it's at, and some tips for you going forward. So let's get right into it. The Ghost of Presents that came out today, as you see right here on the browser store, the Julio Jones, the Earl Thomas, the Lane Johnson, the right tackle. So obviously the big set that came out, along with these top end cards, was this Melt Snow set. So on stream, I did this NAT Ghost of Madden present about 20 times. I lost about 500,000 coins trying to get Julio or Lane Johnson, so 1 out of 3 chance. I figured it'd take me, 3, 4 pulls? Ended up pulling a lot of Levante David, Earl Thomas's, CMC, and whatever that other one is. So I missed a lot. I don't know if EA weighted the odds towards the cards that they think players would want a lot. Like Xavier Rhodes, I think is one of them that I didn't want. I wanted Julio, Lane to try out, Lane to upgrade. I would have wanted Lane to upgrade my right tackle for good. But I pulled the Julio, so I'm just going to keep him and not keep re-rolling him. So if you want to risk it, some people got it. Like Mike Mack said he got it in his second roll. He got Julio on a second roll. So if you want to risk it, go ahead and do it. Not terrible value for the 95s because they're currently going for like 800 and 900K. That will go down, of course, because it's so expensive to make them. That will go down. Like currently, that's like 450,000 coins to make. It kind of sucks because our gauntlet players that we did all those solos for is selling for training value at about that same. And they're 95 overalls for like Donovan McNabb, like the best quarterback in the game. So it's the most important position. And he's going for like, 400, 450,000. Whereas these new ghosts, the NAT version goes to the 400, 450,000 because of how expensive this is. And I think that's a big complaint for a lot of people. And I tend to agree with them. Snow itself is still a big miss for me. So as fun as like getting this, re-rolling it, and completely missing out on it is, I still think they haven't come through with a thing to make Snow fun. Like introducing a new currency, just kind of get us twisted. Like there's something fun about that. Like I said last week, like until they give me some sort of mini game where we're out in my driveway shoveling snow to see how much I can get 30 seconds to add to my wallet, I think Snow is still a big miss. I think it's still a issue with the market. Like they could have easily taken care of this through coins. Like if you re-roll it for 30,000 coins, which about what each re-roll cost, I think that would have been better if they would have figured out a way to do it with coins instead of Snow. But that's what Snow is. Still too expensive, and I'll move on from there. So if you get really lucky, you can pull your guy out first pack. Just ask yourself how good your pack luck, and then go ahead and give it a shot. I don't recommend it, but we're getting more content, so maybe hold your Snow. But this isn't a terrible use of Snow. If you have it just sitting there to get a 95 overall card, if you've gotten the Snow for free, maybe not bad. Even the Earl Thomas's, who's a pretty good card. Xavier Rhodes, pretty good card. A little slow for my taste, that because I'm still getting beat deep. But regardless, even with 96 speed, so I need Dion everywhere basically. Tyreek is just a freak. Anyways, that's kind of my thoughts on these two sets. Way too expensive to do, way too much. But I think as the promo goes along, hopefully we get more ways of getting Snow. Hopefully, I mean, the issue then filters back to how do we get Snow? It's these packs right here that are absolutely disgusting. These Snowy packs, absolute terrible value. You saw me get 200K in value pulling a $100 bundle day one. So the bundle didn't get much better. You get extra large or large present. So the bundle's not much better. Those packs still suck. They need to really give us better packs because the packs are the reason the market is so high, because there's not that much dropping out of it. So, and then the large or extra large presents, like people rolled a lot. Those presents are out of the store now. You can't buy a specific present without this bundle. So this bundle brought down what these presents are going to cost when they release, because so many more people now have the large and extra large presents. So I once again just want to reiterate from last week to don't buy the presents. Like I said, don't gamble for those presents because you'll get small. Don't get this bundle because it's terrible value. So now when the large and extra large come out, the day they drop, that's when you want to buy those cards, because that's the supply of that card. It's never coming back, the supply. And kind of scoop it up right there, because if it's a good enough card, it will go up. If it's an average card, it'll hold steady. So not every card is going to go up, but I think like top end cards that people hold on a roster for a while will go up. But, you know, like I said, that's a present by present call, and you won't be able to make it until you see what's in the presents. But generally, when the supply is high, that's when you want to buy. Just to reiterate that. So I think right now on the market, it's a good time to be coin rich because we got a lot more content coming. Ghosts, like all the ghosts today were in the NFC. Some people are speculating with Ghost of Present AFC. I don't know. We know we're going to get Ghost of Legend Past, so Legend cards. Like people speculated maybe a Vic, a Moss, a Reggie White, kind of like those early legends. I know Kevin Green, maybe a left tackle. And Ogden, I think, was an early legend. Brian Dawkins, kind of a lower overall legend. So maybe recycle some of them. Maybe we'll get some new legends for the past, which would be really nice. Hold your real cash until Christmas Day, because Christmas Day is generally the best bundle. Like, don't be buying these bundles right now. If you only have like $100, this is a terrible waste of money. Wait until Christmas Day, because I think EA is going to want to rope in a lot of spenders on the day that they have Xbox and PSN cards out of their presents. So I think that will be the move to use or to wait for still. Maybe we're getting limited time legends like the loading with the Kuechly, the loading screen. I'm guessing it's Luke Kuechly and Aaron Rodgers. I tried to find it again. Maybe it's on the Mutt subreddit. The loading screen that says something about picking up Aaron and Luke, I think it said. So those are kind of like teased for tomorrow. We expect them. So yeah, with the legends past, I would expect them Friday, and we'll get them. And so we'll see a similar thing with snow if they offer a similar melt snow for Ghost of Present Past. Similar prices, maybe more if they're 96, if their first 96 is in the game. Whether 96 or 95, they're still going to cause a market crash in every card not snow related. So holding legends right now, I watched my Jason Taylor when I tried to sell him yesterday for over 400, sink well under that. Because the new cards come out and people are going to be chasing them, they're going to be liquidating cards to get the snow for the new snow present. So it's unfortunate, but it kind of feels like snow's going to be trending or treading water, maybe even going up a little bit, depending on if the supply changes over the next few days into Christmas. I really hope they do decrease the price on snow, because right now it's kind of expensive, like I mentioned. So there's a lot going on and a lot of variables. Maybe they give us some sweet solos that doles out a couple thousand snow, help drive the price down on a lot of these cards. But yeah, a lot of content to come still that are going to require snow. So if you're still holding on to snow, not terrible for when we get Ghost of Madden Past instead of present. Because if they hit our first 96s, people are going to go bonkers for them. They might just be 95s though. So we'll see. And talking about Wednesday, like I said, it could be Ghost of Madden Present AFC, or potentially we'll see another out of position like Iron Man type promo, because I think the gifts open tomorrow, I believe. Is that off the top of my head? So we'll maybe get Iron Man will just be out of position, but on the other side of the ball, like I speculated at last week on this same show, and then I saw it hit Reddit after that. So people are kind of thinking it's just out of position again. We'll see if what Iron Man actually is. So if we get Iron Man, so we get Team of the Week Tuesday with the limited time cards, Iron Man Wednesday, Thursday would be primetime performers, Friday would be Ghost of Madden Past. It would just make sense to me. But we'll see if they fit in Ghost of Madden Present AFC edition or not. So yeah, we saw the present set expire, and I speculated last week when the present set expires that it would go up. It didn't go up because of the demand for Ghost of Madden Present. So with that gone and snow not falling because of good cards, it's kind of like, dang it, EA, we want another. It's kind of like, this is just an imagination. We're like, oh, give us some more bad content so we could stocked up on snow because it would have fallen in price. But they gave us good content when we didn't want it. Well, still, we really wanted it. So that's a terrible digression. I just want cheap snow. Damn it, I wanted one day for cheap snow. But it's still good content. It's good content, so I'll take it. Snow. Shout out to Langmall for this ratio. Snow, like we know at the end of the Christmas promo, January 1st, it looks like currently, snow will be converted into training, and we don't know the rate. Langmall put out the math, and he thinks it's a 2.5 to 1 ratio, just based off quick sell prices for cards and overalls, which makes sense. We'll see if EA goes to 2.5 to 1 or not, but I would totally expect it something like that. Snow, maybe they just multiply your snow stack by 2.5 to give you your training. I think that's the easiest, simple thing to do. Yeah, we went through that. Christmas bundle is going to be probably decent. Maybe we'll have some other decent bundles, some good limited time cards to pull for. I want to look at this exchange set for the tokens. Now, the tokens themselves, Langmall also said tokens are at 50K. I actually didn't do the math on that. So the exchange set, don't forget about Zero Chill. You can exchange these tokens for snow. 425 snow currently was like 80k or so. The token I thought was 70k, but Langwell said it's 50k. So whatever you can get your elite token for, go ahead and grab it with the 86s and whatnot. So that's the only use for tokens right now. I really want a set for some of the pack trash we get, i.e. the silvers and gold cards that don't go anywhere, like a gold master, silver master, because right now those things are trending low, which is a good transition into our segment of the market to see where prices are. Like low golds are absolute like bottom feeders right now. These things are the I don't know, catfish of the Madden community outside of some people's girlfriends. Little Teo action right there. 750 for a low gold. A high gold goes for 1,700, and this is during the middle of the day. Like these prices are like pretty decent. Like during the middle of the day is kind of where the highest prices are of the whole day when everybody gets on to try and buy. Whereas, wait, is that right? Like at least for those golds and people liquidating that part, it depends on the card whether population matters or not. But like rarity and stuff. If it's rare on the block, then it goes for higher than it should. So, but these things are not rare on the block, so that need not apply. Like last night when I measured this, these were at 5,000. They're at 6,000 now, which is still a 10% decrease over last week, so still lower than the lowest last week. 82 to 83s, 11.8 right now, which is actually pretty similar to last week. Last night it was at 10.3, so 82 to 83s are up, but that's an out of position. These shouldn't be this high. Like if it was non-snow related, how do I get a non-snow related spot? 11.3 is more like it, but we just do by all filter. I just think there's more snow cards on the market than many others. That's why it's kind of showing up in the filter like this. Jamming it up, as they say. But the 82, 83s, these ones are, I don't know. They don't have a lot of use right now. 84 to 85s, sitting at 17. Yeah, 17 right now. Last week it was at 20,000. So this is down 15% from last week. Generally, that's kind of the trend. From last week to this week, because of all the new card infusions, it's generally market's down 10 to 15% overall. 86s, this one's at 29. Last night it was 27, and so last week it was at like 31. So a little bit like what, 8%? So not as bad. Right there, at least right now where I found it. 88 to 89, 49 last week. It was at 50,750. So that's not down much, but last night it was at 47. So last night's numbers are actually more accurate than right now because it's a similar time every week that I record it. So I'll just go through last week's numbers, or last night's numbers. This one's at 95. Last night it was at 92. Last week it was at 98. So down slightly. Last night it was down more. 92s, 164. Yeah. Last night 165. Last week 182. So the 92s, the ones, this market, the top end market where these guys are basically on people's teams. So the supply of cards for people's teams, like those prices are going down rather than the set costs. Like the lower end cards are just for like set to get cards that are higher end. 333 for the 94s. Last night 322. Last week 351. The week before 400. So these 94, we're getting hit hard with a lot of supply of 94s. So expect these to continue to go down. Maybe drag down the training market with them, especially with the 95 gauntlet ones kind of at 427. Really giving it a good push downwards as it is. Really wait till like January. I expect a training collapse when all the snow converts to training. I would expect training prices to go down, especially the playoff promo. If we don't get a stupid playoff currency or Super Bowl currency or a Team of the Year currency, I could see training just cratering by the end of January. But we're in December, the best time of the year to play the game, even though the gameplay is pretty rough right now. So overall, market's trending downward. I think I'm going to reiterate, I think it's a good time to be holding coins. And really probably the peak day to buy is still Christmas Day when the most people are on getting, pulling packs, selling the cards. So it's almost worth, I'm almost on the borderline of selling my team off and rebuilding it for Christmas. The problem is we're getting such killer content this whole week that I don't know when I would sell because I want to keep trying out new cards every day when they come out. So almost selling off the team is a bad idea because then I won't be able to get footage with the cards or basically play on stream with the new cards like I normally do. So I probably won't be selling. I think that's going to be a mistake, but we'll see. anything can happen with EA's market. That's it for the Market Monday. Let me know any questions, comments, concerns in the comments below. Otherwise, take it easy, dudes. Love you all, and I'll see you tomorrow.